with you tonight about, well, about that thing that all of us feel a lot of the time, which is the frustration and the downright anger about spending our time, effort, and energy trying to do things and buy products that do not work. Well, I'm sure if you're like most of Americans, probably 70 to 80% of Americans right now have either tried to lose weight or are trying to lose weight right now, or are thinking about what they need to use to lose weight. And many of them will turn to supplements. And while supplements can be very effective, certainly before I delve into what works and what doesn't work, I would say that supplements by themselves cannot overcome and do not negate the effects of poor diet, lack of exercise, and a stressful lifestyle. So the basics are that you got to do the basics to try to get success. But I wanted to tell you 4 things tonight that, as near as I can tell, you should avoid buying, because you're going to just get frustrated about the lack of results that you're going to get and the lack of response that you're going to achieve. So one of those is green coffee bean. You've heard me talk about coffee bean here recently, and while coffee does seem to have some very positive effects on your brain's ability to deal with cognitive disorders and Alzheimer's, the spin on green coffee bean extract is that it's going to accelerate metabolism, and while it does give you more energy, it does not appear that there is any positive effect that we've been able to establish from the effects of green coffee bean as far as weight loss goes. The hype was, and the thought was, that there is something called chlorogenic acid that, at least in certain studies, has been used to be very effective, and yet some of those studies, when put into practice, have not been found to be effective. In fact, the green coffee bean manufacturers have actually undergone scrutiny even from Congress about claims that are not valid for weight loss. So that's one of the products that I wanted you to be aware of. The next one is raspberry ketone. And if your fat lives in a test tube, or if you're a rat, it does appear that maybe raspberry ketones can help you with weight loss. But in human studies, there's absolutely no evidence that raspberry ketones are going to do anything for you as far as weight loss. If they have other beneficial effects, well, maybe they do, but weight loss does not appear to be one of them. One of the other ones that I've seen a bunch on MSN and on web searches when you see these sponsored or paid for links is Hoodia, what's the last name? Hoodia gordoni, I believe is what they call it. Well, Hoodia, like a lot of claims, is a fruit from some exotic area, I believe from South America. And the claims are that it's going to be an excellent appetite suppressant and that accelerates weight loss. The active ingredient appears to be P57, and while in, again, test tube studies and other things, it does appear that P57 does work, but when you try to take it as a human, most of the P57 is broken down in your digestive tract and not absorbed into your bloodstream where it's going to work. So again, seems to be one of those things that the claims do not live up to the real-life expectations and the real-life results. The last one I want to talk with you tonight about is Gardenia cambogia. Not to be confused with Gardenia magnostana, which does seem to work, but Gardenia cambogia, again, is a fruit extract, I believe, from Southern Asia. The claims are that it has substantial weight loss benefit, and yet the claims do not live up to the expectations. So I hope this is good information for you if you're going to try to go on the weight loss and health journey. Certainly going to be very frustrating for anybody who's doing that and not buying products and getting the results that they're looking for. So again, I'm Dr. Terry Silkman. I'm 61. If you want to find out how I lost 30 pounds 2 years ago and how I keep it off, feel free to join us or private message us on my Facebook group, Six Pack Back Men, or you can look at my normal Facebook profile, private message me, and I'll be happy to share with you things that work and how I did this. You guys have a great night.